Hey first grade art friends, it's Mrs. Herbay. So what we're going to do today is we are going to first cut out the leaf rubbings that we did last week. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut away the leaves from one another. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're just going to cut around this. Sometimes what I like to do is bubble around it first, because I have all those little curves to get in a minute. I've got the stem, and then sometimes what I like to do is I'm just going to go in and turn it. Go in and turn it. So I'm just using my hand that's not using the scissors to turn the paper while I'm just kind of closing the scissors just a little bit till I get to the edge, and then I'm doing the chomp. So I'm cutting this out. Actually, I think it's more like that. And this might take you a few minutes, but that's okay. So now I have one of my leaves cut out, and I'm going to go ahead and cut out this second leaf, and I'm going to have you guys cut out your leaves, and then we'll go on to the next step. All right, first grade friends, now that you have your leaves cut out, what I want you to do is I want you to think about what do these leaves remind you of? And you can kind of turn your leaf into a person or an animal, and sometimes you might need to put two leaves together, or maybe you might want to go find a couple more leaves to rub if nothing's grabbing you. So I'm going to give you an example. So I have this purple leaf right here, and I'm looking at it and I'm thinking maybe that's like a snout, and maybe this could be like, it's reminding me of a fox, because you know how a fox has like fur on the side and then the ears. So what if I added eyes here and a nose, and then what if I drew the body? I'm gonna fix this. So that's would be as if he's kind of looking off to the side. There is my fox, although foxes are not purple, but it could just be a fun imaginary fox. let's try a different one. I'm gonna flip my paper over and let's imagine this leaf right here. And I'm thinking this might remind me of a tail, and these are feathers. So then I'm going to add a bird head. And there is my bird. So I want you, another thing you could do is, let's say you're stuck, maybe, erase this. Maybe you want to turn this into a leaf person. So there is and then maybe this is kind of a fun and if you like how it's going, then what you can do is you can take your glue stick and you'll turn this out over on its back, and then you'll grab your glue stick. I'm going to grab mine, and then we're just going to outline our leaf with glue to get all the edges. And then I'm going to line that up there, and then line up my arms and my legs. I'm going to glue this down like so. There's a couple little edges sticking up. You can kind of just put a little bit of glue underneath like that. Alrighty, and then there's a little bit of my bird in there, and then you can go ahead and let's say here's my leaf girl. And maybe she is a leaf fairy, so she has some leaves. Going around her hair. And then maybe I want to draw a background and figure out where she is. So this is a really fun project where you can use your imagination. If I was doing the fox, again, I would go ahead and glue this down. So, and sometimes if you can fit, maybe my bird is flying in the background. So I'm going to put a little bit of glue here. I'm going to glue my bird down. And there's my bird. And maybe there's some other animals in the picture too. Or maybe they're in a forest. And so you can keep adding details, and then you can go ahead and color in the background. So I can't wait to see what your little imaginations come up with. See you soon.